Hello everybody and welcome back to I Speak Organized. Today I'm going to be doing a little makeup organizing tutorial. I'll walk you guys through the process of how I pick out my storage solutions and how I go through my products and decide what I'm going to be keeping, what goes where, and all of that fun stuff. So if that's something that you're interested in learning more about, then stick around and let's get into it.
Oh my god, look how organized my house is.
What's up, speaker fam? Thanks for sticking around. If you don't know me, my name is Melanie and I'm your professional organizer and productivity consultant. I help hardworking families and professionals find form in their space and purpose for every phase of life. I would just like to apologize in advance because there is some construction going on outside and they're working on the roof, and so there might be a few instances of very loud crashes that kind of sound like there's a giant that's throwing boulders on the roof. I'm actually very surprised that my kids are still sleeping through all of this. It's miraculous, really, so good stuff. Okay, so let me show you the product that we're working with. I'll show you how to determine the expiration date of most of the products that you have in your bathroom, and it might not be what you're used to looking for when you look for expiration dates on food items. If you love all things home organizing, or you're interested in learning new tips and tricks in productivity practices, time management, and motivation techniques, then you should definitely consider subscribing to this channel. I make new videos every week on those subjects, and I would love to have you become a member of the Speaker Fam. All you have to do is click the little circle icon of my face at the end of the video, and that will make you an official member. Yay! So I think about my daily flow and how I get ready every day and what my priorities are and how I clean. I have a lot of open shelving, and that is great because then I can see and have everything accessible, which is what I wanted in the first place. But the problem that I'm having is that it is subject to a lot of dust, and I absolutely hate dusting. So that means that I have to wash and clean my makeup brushes a lot more often, and it just takes a lot of time that I am, quite frankly, just not willing to invest. One of the things that I always explain to my clients about setting up an organizing system is that it requires maintenance. For me, the clear solution was these acrylic drawer organizer systems that keep everything covered, so that all I have to do when it comes time for me to, wipe everything down, get rid of the dust, clean the bathroom, all I have to do is pull the units out, wipe them off on the outside, and we're good to go. Everything on the inside feasibly should stay nice and clean. So I'm really excited to do this. Setting up an organization, oh wow, knocking stuff over, hold on here. Down here is my current makeup situation. It's not terrible. Most of the everyday makeup stuff is going to be going in this unit right here. And then these two little guys are for larger cosmetic items, skincare, that type of thing. This is like stuff that I use daily. I've done bathroom organizing tutorials in the past, so I'll link those up in the description above, so you can check out those. And this is like stuff that I use weekly. This is so funny because the toilet is in the background. Sorry, if you care about that, you can just, go find something else to watch. I'm now at the point where I'm going through my makeup backstock. I'm a retired professional ballet dancer, and so this box was my box that I would take all of my makeup for performances and stuff, and that's just kind of like how I transported everything around. It closes up and has these little clips, and it's just basically like a little case like this. Usually when I travel, I pack pretty light in the makeup department, and I just have all of the bags that I generally use stored away in here. I also keep a bunch of Ziploc bags ready to store creams, liquids, and those types of things. This is what I use to kind of rotate out different colored shadows and bronzers. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working with right here. Okay, so here's a tip to make this part of the process go a little bit faster. So what I've started doing is lining up my products in order of height. This is probably the tallest item that I have that will fit in this storage container. So I will line everything up in order of height with this being the tallest down, and that's what I know will fit in here. When we're looking at the expiration dates for certain beauty products and toiletries and those types of things, sometimes you will find an actual date and sometimes you will find something a little bit different. So I want to show you what the difference is. This, let's see if you can see up here. The expiration date for this is 10 of 2020. So unfortunately tomorrow is October 1st, so this guy's gonna have to go. Bye-bye. So this is where it gets a little bit more confusing, and this is a symbol that not a lot of people know to look for. In fact, I didn't even know this was a thing until very recently. Right here. This one says 12 months. So the little jar symbol, it has the lid that is off, so it basically is indicating that the product has been opened and you're using it. And in the jar area, it says 12 months. So basically that means that this product has a shelf life of 12 months from the time that it is open. Like this one, yeah, it says it on the front. I don't know if you can read, there you go, on the front, right in the corner there. It says 6 months. Yeah, this one's on the bottom. Sometimes they'll be somewhere along the label. You really just have to hunt for it. And a lot of times I tell clients that if you can't find an expiration date on something, but you can't remember the last time you used it and you know it's been over 2 years, probably should toss it. I have this like dark purple lipstick that, I mean, I think I was going, there was a trend, I don't know. This is just the wrong shade of purple for anybody, but especially for me. So I think it's gonna have to go bye-bye. With makeup, unfortunately, like, it's just such an easy thing to collect, and there are tons of programs and subscriptions out there that send you samples of products, and so I work with a lot of clients that have an overwhelming volume of those types of items, and unfortunately the thing that I often have to help clients come to terms with is the fact that makeup doesn't last very long. It actually has quite a short shelf life. I think most products that I find, you know, some of them only last for 6 months once they're open, and I think at the most I've found that products will last, you know, 2 years, 24 months. So you can take the product out, like you can clean out the containers, the lip containers and the eyeshadows and the mascara. You can actually clean those things out, and yeah, the product ends up getting wasted, but at the very least, you know that you can recycle the containers. This one expired in 2016, so I'm gonna blame my husband for that one. So one thing that I see a lot with clients is that they go ahead and purchase product before they actually know what they're gonna be storing. I think a lot of times we all just kind of get used to the things that we have. You know, like everything kind of becomes habit, including the things that we hold on to. And the part that everyone hates is the decluttering portion, where you actually go through and determine what you're going to be keeping. A lot of people don't like that process, but it's really important to do that first, because that is because you don't want to do it, you have to understand why you don't want to do it, and it's really just because you know subconsciously, in my experience, that you're holding on to things that you don't need or that you don't want, and that is very overwhelming. And I think that those feelings kind of stem from guilt over, having spent money on things that you then have to throw away, and you feel like you're throwing your money away, or you feel like you should be able to give items to people. And really, when I come in, it's just about determining for each person how to give you permission to let go of something. As a safety precaution, let's say that you have a can of hairspray, like an aerosol can, that you no longer use. You can't throw this away just as it is, because an aerosol can has the contents under pressure, and if it's punctured or exposed to heat, it can explode, and it's very dangerous for the people that have to handle it in that circumstance. So, this doesn't have an expiration date on it, but I would say that if you are not planning on using something anymore, your best course of action is to first try and find somebody that will use the product and finish it, because once the contents of the can is gone, it's no longer pressurized, and then it can be properly recycled as scrap metal. Or the other thing you could do is just spray the contents into a bag and just spray it until it's gone, and then you can recycle it safely that way. And that's it. I know it's kind of a process, but it was definitely something that needs to get done, and I'm really glad that I finally did it. So thank you for sticking around with me, and I really hope that you found this tutorial useful if you're going on your own makeup organizing journey. I hope you come along with me next week. I'm going to be doing a similar organizing tutorial. I'm going to be working with my jewelry collection, which I've pared down quite a bit, but it is in need of a few extra little tweaks here and there, so I'll show you how I'm going to do that next time. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and please consider subscribing to this channel if this type of content is your jam. I would love to have you on board as a member of the Speaker fam. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye.